So Abacus just released CoWork, and this might be one of the most interesting desktop AI tools we've seen in a while. It is built to take the stuff you keep putting off, dig through it, and actually turn it into finished work. And in this video, I'm taking you through the demos one by one so you can see exactly how powerful this thing really is. Now, the reason this AI can handle that kind of work comes down to how the system is set up. The bigger idea is model coordination. Instead of using one model for everything, CoWork is framed as combining different strengths. GPT 5.4 thinking for deeper reasoning, Gemini Flash for speed, Kimi for long context work, and Gemini Pro for cleaner multimodal output. So the pitch is basically depth, speed, context, and polish working together in one system. And it does make sense. Because the pain point is not writing one paragraph or answering one question. It is the pile of receipts, spreadsheets, PDFs, supplier documents, compliance forms, logs, exports, and half-finished files sitting across different folders. Most of the time, the real work is collecting everything, checking it against everything else, finding the gaps, organizing the results, and then turning it into something another person can actually use. This is actually designed for exactly that kind of job. It runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux, and it is part of the wider Abacus AI desktop environment. The platform combines CoWork with Chat LLM, Deep Agent, a CLI, a coding assistant, Claw, a code editor, a browser extension, and a desktop listener that can follow meetings, transcribe them, and answer questions in real time. A few walkthroughs describe it as an all-in-one AI workspace, and that label makes sense. Another part of their pitch is model freedom. Julia McCoy, covering Abacus Desktop, made a big point about not being locked into one LLM. Inside the platform, you can access more than 40 major models through Chat LLM, which means the whole experience is supposed to feel less restricted than tools that trap you inside one provider's ecosystem. That flexibility becomes more useful when the desktop app is already connected to file work, code work, and agent-style tasks. Now, the main reason this product stands out is the demos, because they show what this thing is trying to automate. The first example is an expense audit. The setup is simple. End of quarter, desktop full of expense submissions, restaurant receipts, rideshare invoices, department budget sheets, and employee reports coming from different teams. 9 files, mixed formats, different structures, different levels of cleanliness. Usually that means somebody has to spend hours cross-checking line items, matching them to the budget, spotting duplicate charges, finding missing receipts, and building a report. In the demo, CoWork was told to audit everything, compare it against the budget, flag anything suspicious, and generate one consolidated report. It read all 9 files, compared each expense against budget allocations, caught a duplicate software license charge, found a travel expense that was $6,000 over budget, flagged a receipt that seemed to be missing, then matched it correctly. A few minutes later, it produced a 6-page audit report with an executive summary, issue severity ratings, a breakdown by employee and department, and recommended next steps with owners and deadlines. From there, the second demo shifts into engineering. This one is about incident post-mortems, which usually turn into a miserable reconstruction exercise. Something breaks at 2 a.m., the team scrambles, Slack fills up, alerts go off, logs pile up, and then later, someone has to make sense of it all. In the example, the folder contained application logs, alert history, a Slack export, and a runbook. The instruction was to reconstruct the sequence of events, identify the root cause, write a complete post-mortem, and flag anything missing. CoWork matched timestamps across the files, traced the incident to a database migration and a misconfigured connection setting, then generated a full post-mortem with an executive summary, timeline, 5 whys analysis, lessons learned, and a remediation plan with owners and deadlines. Where data was missing, it flagged that instead of guessing. Then there's the RFP workflow. CoWork was given product docs and a 116-question compliance form covering security, architecture, access controls, certifications, and integrations. It worked through the documentation, answered each question with citations, and flagged anything the source material could not fully verify. So, when the docs supported an answer, it used them directly. When they didn't, it marked that clearly. Then the demos shift into operations and procurement, and this one goes much further. CoWork was given a messy folder of supplier and sales files and asked to figure out where margins were starting to break down, how exposed the business was, and what action made sense for each product. It worked through the documents, cleaned the data, compared the newer pricing against older numbers, and pulled that into a structured Excel workbook with 5 tabs. From there, it surfaced which products were becoming a problem, where supplier risk was building, and where outside market pressure was likely making things worse. It also pulled in competitor pricing and supplier context from the web, then used all of that to generate product-level recommendations with reasoning attached. So by the end, the output was not just clean data sitting in a spreadsheet. It was a usable decision document built from mixed files, outside research, and actual business logic. The next example uses the same engine for content work, which gives the whole thing a very different feel. Instead of financial files or internal reports, the input here was 5 podcast transcripts. CoWork was told to dig through each episode, find the strongest lines, the sharpest moments, and the parts most likely to land on social, then turn all of that into platform-ready content while saving everything as separate files and processing all 5 episodes at the same time. And the output was pretty serious. Each transcript turned into a full content package built for different platforms, with the tone and structure shaped around how people actually consume that kind of content. The LinkedIn posts felt more polished and thought through, the Twitter threads were tighter and built to hold attention, and the short-form video scripts came out ready for teleprompter or voiceover use, with text overlay suggestions already built in. What made the demo land, though, was the way it handled context. In the episode that touched on mental health, the AI included crisis resources in the output, which made it feel a lot less like generic repurposing and a lot more like the system actually understood what it was reading. Then there's the product workflow, and this one probably lands the hardest for tech teams. CoWork was given a folder full of user research and product material, then asked to turn all of it into something a PM could actually use. In that demo, it worked through 7 interviews, more than 100 survey responses, and 76 Jira tickets, pulled out the problems that kept showing up, and turned them into a structured PRD section backed by real evidence. What made that demo stand out was how far it went past simple synthesis. The output already looked close to something you could take into a roadmap discussion. It connected the recurring user pain points to quotes, survey signals, and product backlog patterns, then pushed that into a clearer view of what felt urgent, what was still emerging, and what should probably come first. A big part of the reaction to CoWork also comes from how it behaves while working. You can actually watch the task unfold through a live to-do plan, which makes the whole thing feel less like a black box. The app also lets you push for more depth when the workflow is heavier, and in some of the demos it was even using Python during execution. So the experience feels much closer to a system that is actively working through a task than one that is just generating text. On the security side, Abacus is keeping the message pretty standard and direct. CoWork is supposed to run on your machine, only touch files you allow it to access, leave the originals alone, and create separate output when the task is done. Abacus also says the data is encrypted, never used for model training, and that the platform is SOC 2 Type 2 certified and HIPAA compliant. And when you look across all the demos, that same pattern keeps showing up. It is going after the work that is too messy for old automation, though still too repetitive to keep burning skilled time on. And that is exactly why this tool is getting attention. All right, that's it for today's video. What do you think about CoWork? Is this something you'd actually use? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.